Hello, this is the Black Creative Handbook with your host Kassandra Lauren Gordon. Woohoo! Gotta have that energy up. This is the podcast which is celebrating the process stories, not just the success stories of being creative. Got that in the end. So today we are talking about how to be disciplined but creative. Now, when we think about creativity and discipline, you think it's different opposite of the scales, but we need them to be balanced, okay? We need them both to be balanced. So I've got 3 really good ideas, simple but effective, to help you with your creative goals, to get you where you need to be. You need the you need the discipline to have the creative freedom. Now, you might think, oh, Kassandra, I've heard this before. Oh, I'm fine. My brain works this way. Can't be too structured. Well, when you're rich and famous, you can do what you want to a certain degree. But if you're in the process of getting where you need to be, these things will help you. And you can spend your money on a lot of courses, a lot of coaching, a lot of books. But it's simple. It all starts with you. There's no magic formula. There's no extra, oh, that person's more organized than me. It's you. It's you, fam. It's all about you, about what you put into the equation. It's all internal, not external. Obviously, in people's lives, if, something mitigating happens, or an emergency happens, you gotta be flexible and all that kind of jazz. But let's get into the 3 important points to get you on the way with this mini episode. So number 1, willpower is not your friend. It is not your friend. So you want to write a book? You want to do a creative project? You want to do something exciting? It's all about consistency and commitment. Willpower is not your friend. It's your enemy. It might be your frenemy. It might come like, I just want to watch a bit more Netflix. I want to stay in bed a little bit longer. It's nice out and it's sunny. Oh, no, it is not your friend. How much time I fell into willpower if I just wait for a little bit and then have consequences. So let me give you a real life example. Probably not creative, more of a health one. Oh, if I don't go gym for a little bit, for a couple of weeks, be fine. Is it fine? It's not fine. Because I put on weight. I put on weight, no. Okay, that's a personal example. So let's use a creative example of where I not use discipline and it has bitten me in the butt. For instance, I'm supposed to put my jewelry stuff on my website for like a month now. I think there's a tiny bit of about willpower. I'll get round to it, but I have to be disciplined. If I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. If I don't put my new jewelry out there in these streets, how am I going to feed my cat? How am I going to get these sales? Okay. So whether you like it or not, things just have to get done. And whether you like it or not, in the creative world, all the unsexy things, the things that chore, or you see them as chores, the things that you don't like, the repetitiveness, the admin, if you can't afford to get your own admin person and stuff like that, if you're solopreneur or you're creative on your own, you have to do it yourself. Can't just wish it. Can't just do the things that you like. You got to do all the things you like or don't like. As I keep on saying to people in my different jewelry content and here on this podcast, I thought when I was a jeweler, I'd just make the jewelry, polish it up, and shazam! Sales will just happen. Pew, 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 pew. Nope, that's not how it works. There's a lot of things going behind the scenes, a lot of admin, being a business owner or creative owner and having my own creative activities. So I have to ignore my feelings. People in this Gen Z and millennial world, like, my feelings, my experience. Put that to the side, to the left. If you want to get things done, Just gotta put the big girl pants, big pronoun neutral, gender neutral pants, male pants, they pants, everyone's pants, whatever pants means to you and your gender, and put that on. Let's get on with it. And I found that the hard way. The second thing is to make sure that you're not distracted. I am telling you, the human flesh is weak. It is weak. I give you a personal example. I'm going back to weight. I'm a woman. I got to talk about these things. So they're unnatural beauty standards, unrealistic beauty standards are women, okay? And I know if I put chocolate in my house, if I know I put croissants in my house, if I put Bakewell tarts in my house, all of it's going to get yammed. All of it's going to get eaten in within an hour. I don't trust myself around Bakewell tarts. I just do not. It's unforgiving. I just don't. Okay? Eliminate distractions. I try to not have meetings on certain times where I need to do admin. I try to organize my timetable as much as I can so I don't get distracted. I have a quiet space to work because I know when I'm talking with my friends and chilling with my friends, I'm not going to get work done. When it's friend time, it's friend time. When it's Kassandra needs to get work time, it's Kassandra needs to get work time. So that's what's happening. So I have to you know what, let it go. And even it's getting up to Christmas now. I know it's like August, but I'm thinking about Christmas because I have to I used to do improv class, I used to do French class, I used to do netball, and I'm like, can't do that this season, can't do it in the autumn and the fall. I love them, but something has to go because I need to do what I need to do. Gotta make these sacrifices, got to be my own little Joey Beyonce life, and then pop out with something good. Yeah. The third thing is how to manage the risks and obstacles when there's failure. Listen, everyone wants to be a bad bee and the boss and all that life, but you're gonna fail. You know how much times I failed over the last 4 months? I don't make this a negative podcast, but boy, I made some strategic faux pas. And sometimes I try not to beat myself. I'm like, if only I knew about this 4 months ago, 3 months ago, 2 months ago, I would have done this, I would have done that, I would have done. And I said to myself, Kassandra, stop doing that. It's not helping me. Put it to the side. Use it as a learning opportunity. I see it as a learning opportunity. I log it. I'm like, it's not going to happen to me again. Or less likely, put some how do I treat the issue? How do I treat the risks? How do I rag it? You know, the red, amber, or green. How do I manage the risk? It's going to happen, especially in business, especially as a creative. So, high risk, high rewards. But you need to know what your risk appetite is and go from there. So, in summary, instead of you spending 10 millions of pounds and talking to coaches and like, I can't do it, it's in you. If you want to do it, you do it. If you don't want to do it, you don't want to do it. Let's just call a spade a spade. If you want to be successful, it's hard work. It's sacrifice. It's unsexy and sometimes it's boring, okay? It's boring. Willpower is not your friend. Eliminate all distractions. Now, let me just say that with a caveat. I'm not saying to, if you got kids and dependents and F them off and leave them alone and people are dying. No. Be a compassionate human while you're doing this. And the third thing is how to manage risk and obstacles. How can you foresee them for failure? How do you know your plans if you do fail? What are your options? Look, I'm sorry I can't do flowery language. It's not my forte. But one of my best things about when people tell me, especially I agree with, is authenticity and telling you the truth. Because if I knew this at the start of my journey, I would have gone further than I would now. Being honest, true. Because I thought, I got to do a course, I got to listen to somebody else, I'm not good at this, I'm not good at that, because I just listened to everyone else and not believed in myself. That's what a lot of my content is about, believing in yourself, because you need to, and making sure you prioritize what is right for you. I'm telling you from experience, but be solution focused. To give some solution focused advice or some things that you can think of to make your informed choices to help you be a better creative and a better business owner. The world and the odds are against us, but we can make it through. We can always make it through. This is the Black Creative Handbook Podcast, celebrating the process stories, not just the success stories. Okay? Support this channel, support this podcast, support my Patreon. Things get edited, people need to get paid. Come on, support and the value will come. Invest and the value will come. Come on, dude, come on, let's do it. Cool, speak soon.